Hello, fisher friends, fisher people, fishing buddies. How are you guys doing? Uh, Mark here, otherwise known as Eating Lunch. I am on the ice doing some ice fishing. Uh, Took off a couple of days of work to get in some ice fishing. Yesterday was my birthday. Today is the day after. Yesterday I 100% got skunked. Pardon me if I continue to look off camera here because I'm watching my sonar graph. As you can see, ooh, actually, see right here, something something is coming right up on. So let's watch this and let's watch this. They've been very finicky. It's like if I make a single move on the jig, they go away. And see that guy just went away. So that's one of my jigs. That's one of my jigs. And whoever was just coming to look at my jig ran off, and I didn't even touch the thing. So I've been changing jigs, changing colors, changing baits, using artificials, using live bait, meaning wax worms, spikes, aka red maggots. Red maggots. Sounds like a good name for a punk band. Let's see, yeah, butterworms, waxworms, red maggots, uh, gulp alive, various uh, flavors, colors, etc. Crappie nibbles, various jig sizes, colors, layouts. Okay, looks like I got people Wilkins. Hey, what's up, guys? Uh, this is my town. Yo, man. I haven't seen this name in my comments before. Welcome. That's awesome. Welcome to my channel. I haven't had the opportunity to do that before, or to see you before. So that's super cool. I gotta warn you guys, I'm out here on the ice, and not great cell reception. So who knows what's gonna happen? Uh, Ebb Tide Rush, another one. Assuming you're a subscriber, if you got this notification, haven't seen you in the comment sections before, so please, guys, if you're one of my subscribers and are and have been watching my videos, hey, I love to talk to you in the comment sections on these things, man. We have a lot of fun down there in the comments on my videos. Uh, oh, this is my town. It's Welcome to Adventure's second channel. Okay, cool. Okay. Then I do know you. Got it. Alright. Well, I'm assuming, Senior Wilkins, that Daniel is in school. Um, so he's probably not, maybe, if this turns out decent, then, then I'll leave it be, but who knows what's going to happen, because sometimes on these live streams, they go to crap. Sometimes they just, I lose signal, or sometimes it just gets a little strange, inappropriate, weird, whatever. So what I thought I'd do, since the bite is very, very slow, is Elite Bass Stick. Let's go. What's up, everyone? This is my perfect opportunity. All right. Any of you guys that have a channel that Elite Bass Stick, EBS, subscribes to, he is the master of fist emoticons and whatever that 100 one means. So, EBS, bam! Thumbs up! Let's go! I always like to answer with like an emoticon or emoji of like crossed swords, or just goofy stuff like that. I was looking for a falcon the other day in the emoji list, but I couldn't find one. I was gonna put a falcon on there. Yeah. That's like what I imagine every time I see a comment from Elite Bass Sticks. Just like that. I apologize. EBS support strong. Full intensity. High intensity, every time, all the time. Non-stop, can't stop, won't stop. Eating lunch on the ice. Looks like we've actually got a few of you guys online right now, so that's pretty cool. Totally unexpected. Honestly, the bite was slow. I was getting a little bored, so I just thought I'd see if I could pull this thing off and maybe even give you guys a little bit of a tour of what it actually looks like after a number of hours in an ice shack. Now, it's a little windy today. I think it's about 10, maybe 12 degrees. It kind of probably looks like on the inside just like a big black dome. On the outside, if you haven't seen before, it's kind of a big red dome. I have a video on my channel where I reviewed this thing when I got it, and it's a great tent. It pops up and down really easy. But I learned yesterday that it's also a great sail, wind sail. So if I ever want to go wind surfing on the ice, I'm just gonna use this thing and sit in my sled and tie my wind shack off to the end of the sled and just let it pull me across the ice and do some wind racing. Because yesterday I didn't put the spikes down, I didn't put the anchors down. Took off down the pond. I was like trundling along slowly and awkwardly after it, and it was going faster than I was. So luckily that was on the pond and not the lake, because if I was here where I'm at right now, I probably wouldn't have this shack right now, unless I drove over to the other side of the lake somewhere and managed to find it, because it would be totally gone. Anyway, so I've got my sled. What I've started doing, actually, since I have so much room, is I put my sled actually in here with me, partially because it's so cold outside and there's a number of things that operate on batteries in here, and partially because it's nice to have everything sort of with me. Ebb Tide Rush, what's the temp there? So the outside temp is, I think last time I looked it was around 10, but as you can see here inside my shelter, I've got Founders all day IPA, baby, though I haven't broken into it yet. So far today I'm currently enjoying a Polin or Salvatore double bock, but those are I'm quickly going to transition over to the all day IPA. Really not sure. That's one of the holes. So I got 2 rods out, transducer, sonar. Ooh, I think I may have cut out for a second there. Yeah, I may be losing the signal. I'll keep talking. I just keep talking. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, outside temperature is like 10 something. Inside temperature, thanks to Mr. Heater, I have a small one and a big one. Today's a big one kind of day, but on warmer days I'll actually use the smaller one or none at all. But you can see, I'm sitting here with no gloves. I don't even have my coat on. I'm just wearing my sweatshirt, my mud bum sweatshirt. Any of you guys familiar with mud bums? Catfishing, bank pole, diddy pole, rail splitter rods, show your hooks, mud bums. Anyway, they're local to my area, about an hour drive away from me. They're kind of blowing up right about now. And Riverbend Longbows Outdoors, middle of the pudding. Cabinets faded away. I didn't get to read it. The comments fade away really fast. But hey, Riverbend, you're only about an hour south of me, I think. I'm kind of guessing there. I'm going to be out here all day and into the evening waiting on that walleye bite that I'm hoping for come evening. And yeah, forget about your cabinets and come cruise. Hey, Marshall's on, Marshall Sawyer. So he says, can't wait to put the diddy poles to work. Believe you me, they will be put to work, and there'll be more than just the couple that I have. I actually got one of the smaller ones for my nephew. I'm gonna put him on some, and gotta freaking work. Well, I'm sorry, Riverbend. Cool channel, by the way. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, kind of seems like he's just getting started. He is putting up a good number of videos of really cool stuff, messing around outside, woodcraft. Um, Shot a squirrel in the head at like 30 yards with a longbow that I believe he made himself. And then the next video, he ate it, which was great because I've been having this ongoing conversation of why I need to start hunting small game again. My wife's like, I'm not going to eat a squirrel. And I'm like, man, I was eating squirrels when I was a kid, you know? It was squirrel meat. Plus, squirrels are jerks, man. So, you know. Anyway, definitely rambling. Definitely rambling. I don't know. I'm out here. Is there anybody got any questions about what I'm doing? Why I'm here? Life in general? I'm not qualified. I'm not even qualified to answer why I'm here, except for the fact that I like to be fishing. I like to always be fishing. You can't always be fishing, but you can try. What size is the shelter? Great question. I'm not sure, but I'm about 6'2", and I'm standing, you know, up in it, and I can pretty much walk all the way to any of the sides and just barely start to hit my head on a couple of the sides, but I could stand in here. It's a 3-man shelter. So plenty of room for one guy, even a guy my size. But if we had more people, we would not have a sled full of all-day IPA with us. We would just have more people, which makes more sense. Or it makes perfect sense. It makes the right amount of sense for a 3-man shelter to be able to fish at least 3 people. Honestly, I would say 3 people would be a little tight. We could totally do it. My old shack was a 2-man, and it was like it was a Chappelle kind of sled, fold in half, pop up, little rectangle deal, and it was supposedly a 2-man. But I usually found myself sitting in that thing and fishing diagonally across the bottom of it. Now this one's a little different because there is no floor. That's another reason I like to have the sled in here, because I can keep the bulk of my stuff off the ice, where it can get wet and slopped out and, you know, stuff like that. Let me jig this thing a little bit here. Sorry guys, I don't want to miss no fish. As much as I love interacting and talking with you guys. Let's see. Here's one of the downsides. See, I stood up to demonstrate something to you guys, and I got, oh, what have I done? What's happened? Okay, I think we're clear. I got the line caught on a shard of ice and on my boot. Back in business. Okay. Both jigs on the graph. Working about as well as can be expected. Actually working great. Oh, is that a fish coming up? Alright, see this little yellow mark right here? Let's see if it comes up and meets up here. This is the bottom right here. This is a jig, this is a jig. There we go. See this? So we got some movement coming up towards my jig, and that's this pole right here. So when that gets darker, that means he's closer to my jig. Now he just came up and looked and walked away. He looked and walked away. You give a little jiggle wiggle, little tickle. Let me give a little tickle. See if I can draw him back in. Earlier today, I've been doing lots of different things, jigging, whatnot, but they seem to actually be more responsive to the dead stick technique, which is essentially just hanging the thing straight down. and just waiting for something to come look at it. Honestly, this time of day, things slow down a lot. So that's why I didn't feel too nervous about trying to do this live stream. But, ooh, is he coming back? Are you coming back? Come on, Sweet Pickles. Come on. Come on, little. Dang, man. Dang. Nope, sorry. I got distracted. I got distracted by the thought of a fish, which is actually a common theme for my life. Alright, get back to work, Riverbend. Y'all, sub Riverbend Longbows outdoors. I guarantee you will be entertained, and he's got some good info for you. So check out his channel and sub that. It's got the EatnLunch thumbs up, 100% official seal of confidence that his channel exists. That's all I can guarantee. Sorry, I got distracted by the sonar again. I'm trying to catch a fish, y'all. That's what I'm really here for. That's what I'm really doing. It has slowed down now. I'm trying to get some crappies. Oh, Marshall Sawyer. I was going to get speaking about spending getting the wheeler fixed. Now, if you guys don't know, if you just saw Marshall pop up across the comments, that's the fella that was gracious enough to invite me to come fish with him on Brushy Creek Lake. And Riverbend is your doppelganger. I think his. I assume you're referencing the beard. I think his is better and more impressive and looks a little bit more sort of, outdoors, like just gonna crawl, like army crawl through the leaves and dig up like a woodchuck. Don't know what that means. Anyway, I was talking about Marshall. If you haven't seen that video, I just put out a day or two ago. Marshall invited me to go up fish with him on Brushy Creek Lake, and so we did. I had a blast. We had a fish fry inside his ice shack. Cool lake. I've never seen that many people on a lake before, and never seen that many people there before, or on any lake ice fishing before. Usually it's pretty quiet, the places that I go. It's usually me and one other person or something like that. Like right now where I'm at, there's one shack out here and that's it. Now tonight, it's Friday night, I bet you, come 5 o'clock there'll probably be 6 or 7 out here. I'm right off of this sort of rocky pier by the marina, and it's one of the only rocky areas of the lake, and there's a decent shot at some walleye in this area. So, ooh, look at here. Some cruising around up a couple feet higher than where I'm fishing. Just cruise through. I don't know if y'all could see that. I tried hanging up. Marsh says there'll be 600 plus guys on Clear Lake. Oh, Clear Lake, yeah, that's going to be the competition, right? The Yellow Bass Derby. I'm gonna burn up my data and just listen to you ramble on as over. Talk about burning up data. That's what I'm doing, I'm sure. We'll see how that turns out. Yellow Bass Bonanza. I'm having a no fish bonanza at the moment. But again, I'll reconcile that with the fact that it is the middle of the day. It's a slow time for fishing, which is why I started this live stream to begin with. Can't believe my wife wasn't sub. She's great. That's between you and her, man. I don't want to get involved. I mean, I will if you need me to. I'm not sure how I would pull that off. I could call her. You could have her call me, although I generally don't answer the phone when I'm out here. But you could call her and I'll give her the sales pitch. Sales pitch being, hey, subscribe to this ridiculous YouTube channel where I go fishing, often hurt myself, fall down, poke things into parts of my body, you know, drop a fish, lose a fish, occasionally catch a fish, eat those fish. You know, speaking of eating lunch, I didn't bring any food out here today. My wife was we were gonna do a live stream catch and cook, which we may still do. And she was going to, don't fall, just catch fish. That would be something. I fall a lot. Although actually, ever since that fall that I took a couple of weeks ago, my buddy was out here on the ice. I've not ventured on the ice without my cleats. I won't be doing that. I never used to do that. And then that day I got lazy. Man, that rattled my skull. I think I was mildly concussed for a while there. But it was still a good day. You know, we didn't catch a lot of fish, but we did end up making delicious crappie tacos. If y'all haven't seen that video yet, check the channel. Delicious crappie tacos. I know y'all like crappie tacos. And you can do it with pretty much any panfish. He does it with catfish. He's done it with cod. I can't remember what all, but good stuff. Good stuff. This has been going on for 22 minutes. 22 minutes of nonsense. Okay, I have to put a stop to this. Although, I've got another mark coming up to inspect my bait. If we could get one fish on video, that would be cool. That would be super cool. Nope. Went away before he even got close to my lure. I gotta get serious about this fishing, y'all. I will blame not catching those last couple of fish on all of you collectively, as a group, and individually as humans. So little guy. Oh, I lost him. Son of a gun. Whew, son of a gun. Now that one I can definitely blame on you guys, because I totally would have caught that fish if I wasn't holding this phone. Little girl. You're the one that made me lose the fish. How about that? I'm just kidding. Is it the little girl with the Barbie fishing kit? Yeah, she's adorable, man. I want to see some fish getting caught with that kit. Looking forward to that. Should call it Wilkins Family Outdoor Adventures. He's getting the whole crew involved, which I like to see. I like to see family outdoor adventures. Also, because thanks for all the support on my channel, man. I really appreciate that. I always love it when somebody new shows up and starts really being active on the channel and in the comments and stuff like that. So that's great for me. I really appreciate it. And with that, 24. There's 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. 6. We're gonna shut this thing down right at 25 minutes. And 25:01. All right, thanks everybody. Goodbye. Enjoy your Fridays. I'll let you know how it goes.